Alright, Zach Martin Kilmer here with Hippocrates Health Humans.com. It's Saturday, August 29th, 2009, and I'm heading home here at the airport. And I just wanted to show you what I do when I go flying. Some strategies I do to make sure that I stay healthy and hydrated. And for optimal health, this is something you can try at home if you're going on a flight yourself. And yeah, check this out. Because of restriction on liquids, I travel with a 1-quart Ziploc bag with a variety of 100 milliliters or less tincture bottles. I take the glass dropper out of them because I don't know if they can confiscate those or not. But anyways, this is something Daniel Vitalis talks about on one of his videos. And I just thought I'd share that, but definitely give him the credit for coming up with it. But you fill them with water, natural water, because you don't want to drink the bottled water on the flights. And the other thing is what I do, I put about 1 part chia to 9 parts water. So that's 1 part chia seed to 9 parts water the day before, and I shake it up in a water bottle. And so when I drink that literally right before going through security, so it's empty, so you don't have the liquid. But you've got chia seeds sitting in your stomach, which is some food as well as a lot of liquid that's being held there. My camera died just after that last clip in the airport, so I'm shooting the rest of this video at home. Yeah, so I was just talking about chia seed and how it is great at retaining water. It holds about 9 parts water per 1 part chia, so if you're combining that in a mason jar or a water bottle, remember that ratio of 9 to 1 roughly. It could be 10 to 1, but you might have a little bit of water sitting left over. So it gels up almost like similar to, people compare it to flaxseed. It's very similar to flaxseed, and they kind of look like little tapioca pearls. But sitting that in your stomach and in your digestive system, that's going to hold water and release the water slowly, which will keep you hydrated for longer on the flight. And again, this is Daniel Vitalis' little strategy that he came up with. I just wanted to reiterate it here. Perhaps you've come across that on YouTube. Perhaps this is the first time hearing about that. But this is chia seed. I'll show that to you up close. It's I bought it from a friend, and it's just a black and white seed. If you're paying more than $10 a pound, it's pretty expensive, but it's complete protein, very high in a variety of minerals, high in omega-3s. It's a great food in general. Yeah, it's good for going on flights. And if you happen to be in the Orangeville area, give my friend a call if you want to, and he can hook you up with some. It's 519-941-2905, and just ask for Mark. This is his little business that he started. It's pretty cool. Anyways, so yeah, I talked about the water in the tincture bottles, and as of right now, from what I know, the standard for flights in taking these, remember the 1-quart Ziploc bag, but you can take 6 100 milliliter bottles or less. So this is a 100 milliliter bottle. Anything bigger than that, they might not let you get through with. Coming back from West Palm Beach, they said 2 ounce, which was weird because this is 6 ounces, but they were saying 6 2-ounce bottles, and I got through with this, so that must have been either their mistake or something. But I believe in most airports the standard is 6 ounces, which is equivalent to 100 milliliters. So when I went through, I also had this, which I didn't have filled with regular water. I had this filled with what's in it, so I had to put one of these in my suitcase. So I just had these 6 things in a Ziploc bag, and this is called Sovereign Silver. That's the company name, and it's a bioactive silver hydrosol, which is a little different from what I understand to a colloidal silver. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. You could look that up if you are so inclined, but it's basically an immune support dietary supplement, 10 parts per million. And actually, I'm reading the bottle here, and this says 2 fluid ounces for 60 milliliters. So maybe actually, maybe that is 2 ounces. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why I thought that was 6 ounces. Anyway, so yeah, I guess the standard is 2 ounces. So 2 ounces is about 60 milliliters. So the silver, this is something Brian Clement suggests doing, and I picked this up at the Hippocrates store a little health food store slash supplement store they have at the Institute, and it's a spray bottle, so it's got like a little thing, and if you saw that, that was ionic silver spray. So you spray this up each nostril and twice down your throat when you get on the plane, and then Brian says to do it once every hour. And he mentioned a statistic that something like 10% or 20, even up to 20% of people on all flights get sick afterwards, and that's all flights to anywhere. And you're in an environment for a certain period of time with just recycled air over and over again. So you're going to have a lot of sharing of bacteria, viruses, and this would be a key, I think, to anyone traveling regularly, both as a preventative against getting sick, because you've got silver particles in your nose and in your throat, so anything you're breathing in, it's going to help to kill that off even before it reaches deeper into your body, and helps the immune system. It takes some burden off the immune system, so it's not like some people have the notion that, well, if you've got a strong immune system, you need to experience coming in contact with bacteria and viruses to make your immune system stronger. This is a completely false understanding that most people in the public seem to hold. It's a belief, false belief. But yes, we need to experience contact with bacteria and viruses to develop immunity against them. But once you have that immunity against like some of the regular stuff that is always out there, like common colds and flus and stuff, you don't need to continually come into contact with it. Your body still has to fight it off. So if you're constantly fighting off the same bacteria and viruses, it's a waste of resources for your immune system. So yes, once you have immunity, you still should avoid contact with it by washing your hands, which is another thing you should do on the plane, and using the silver spray helps destroy and kill off. It's because silver is antibacterial. You keep that in your nose and your throat and every hour, spray it up there, and you're going to be killing off a bunch of those particles and bacteria and fungi to take a burden off your immune system. Because being in an airplane is very stressful for your body, so these are just some strategies to help you out. With the water that I put in here, it's definitely a small amount of water, so if you're doing any long flight, like transatlantic or trans-Pacific or intercontinental flights, it probably wouldn't be enough, but for a 6 to 8 hour flight or even less, it's a really good thing to do, because it's enough water to keep you from becoming too dehydrated. You will definitely be slightly dehydrated, but it sure beats putting water filled with plastic and other chemicals in your body, which then you could be there for a very long time. You never know how long it takes to get out of your body. Plastics become xenoestrogens in our body, and we definitely do not need more estrogens, fake estrogens in our body in any form. We've got enough of that from exposure to all sorts of stuff in our crazy world right now. So yeah, fill it with whatever water suits your fancy. I've got a link I'm posting in the info box in the top right that will give you a link to an article I wrote about water and why you should be drinking spring water. So this is a great way to bring spring water on the plane, fill those little bottles up, and get past security without them giving you a hassle.